Hi folks, I'm Josh, and this is my list of the top 10 indie games from 2015. They're all fully released, and I'm going to go through why I think you should play them as well. 10. Her Story. This is possibly one of the best murder mystery games I've ever encountered, mostly because it just leaves you with all of this evidence to search through, and allows you the space to make your own decisions about what happened, why and when, and piece together the mystery as if you were a detective. It really takes advantage of limiting what you can look at any one time, and it hands you these little clues that you can pick up on and explore through the search engine, or you can just ignore, and there are so many different divergent paths down which you can explore these videos. And while I was playing, I was writing down all these notes on the characters and what I wanted to search next. 9. Sybil. This is a story about building relationships over the internet, which, for my generation, this is something I could relate to. That's reinforced by the fact that it's an autobiographical game by the creator Nina Freeman. She lets you explore her computer desktop from when she was 19-year-olds with all the poetry, the photos, and the conversations on instant messaging systems and all the different emails that she would send about this relationship and about how she was doing at school and how her time on the computer affected her real-world relationships and vice versa. I've not seen many people exploring this period when people just started to grow up with the internet as an established form of communication and learning how to incorporate it into their lives. So this is a really special thing for me and for other people because they should play it. 8. Mushroom 11. I think the thing I appreciate most about this game is the fact that it takes platforming to new places with its squishy, squashy destruction, recreation, themes and mechanics. I really enjoyed Let's Playing this, and despite a few kind of irritatingly designed puzzles, which I'm fairly sure they've fixed them all at this point, it just feels great to go through this world and pick up on some of the environmental cues that give you an insight into both the mushroom that you're playing as, the history of the apocalypse, and also just soaking in the amazing art and soundtrack. 7. The Beginner's Guide. I know a lot of people have had problems trying to explain what this game is about without spoiling it, but it explores the themes of the relationship between an author and the people or person who reads or plays the work that they've created. It's set up as Davey Wreden going through some of his old friends' games and trying to pick out themes and how his thought processes might have gone. 6. Panoramical. It's the kind of game to relax to where you can either fiddle around with the music or the visuals, or you can just find your favourite setting and leave it there in the background to make cool lights and noises. Just having that kind of control over a landscape that reflects the music being played is a really powerful feeling. If you're not into how one of them looks or sounds, then it's really easy to switch to another. They all cross such a breadth of style and mood that you're almost certain to find one that you enjoy. 5. Lovers in a Dangerous SpaceTime. While you can play this one single player, it's really not the best way to do it. Find someone you like, or anyone that's handy, play a game of this with them, and you will instantly either have arguments or just have so much fun blasting the heck out of, I don't know what they are, but they're spaceships and they're evil, and you've got to platform around your giant pink Death Star and save multicolored space bunnies. It's really simple, has devilishly difficult boss battles, and will have you and your friend trying your hardest to coordinate your little space people together to make sure you don't explode. 4. Undertale. I think one of the reasons why this game has resonated so strongly with people is because of its characters. It has this system where you can either murder all of the monsters or save them all or somewhere in between to get different endings, but that is just a cool mechanic. The characters in this game are where it's at. They react to how you use that system. And they also have an amazingly well written sense of humour, so they poke fun at themselves, at the game, and at games in general. Unlike most games that focus on moral decisions as part of the narrative, it breaks the fourth wall to not only put the consequences of your decisions on your player character as someone who lives in the world, but on you as a player who made the decisions outside of that, and you have to live with those decisions as well. 3. Downwell. It has such finely balanced risk and reward gameplay. Every moment, whether you're about to jump on the head of an enemy or shoot and use some of your ammo, gives you lots of options about how you can tackle it. Because level ups are tied to finishing a level and not killing monsters, what you've really got to manage is how much trouble you want to get into. Mostly, that works out as being able to kill more stuff and increase your score. But I made a whole video about this, exploring a couple of the ways in which it lets you decide and changes how you strategize from moment to moment. 2. Sunless Sea. While it does use its long voyages between islands to build up tension and make you worry about your resources, whether that's crew or fuel or food or who you're going to have to eat next, the best thing about this game is the writing. On each island is a story to be explored. The tales aren't just brilliant by themselves, but together they build this picture of a gothic Lovecraftian world where most things are evil or fiendish, it just matters to what degree. And from that, it lets you build up an image in your head of what kind of captain your character is, if they survive long enough. This year there should be some submarine themed DLC for this game, which I'm so looking forward to. 1. Crypt of the Necrodancer. This game reinvigorated dungeon crawling games for me. Amazing music, amazing enemies to play against. I have a review if you want more information. Thank you everyone for watching, links in the description to all of the games, and I will catch you next time. Bye!
Now dance. Dance for me! Oh, you fight back. You think you